Ever heard of a fruit that looks like a teeny tiny watermelon but tastes like a zesty cucumber? Let me introduce you to one of the cutest, quirkiest plants you'll ever meet. The Mexican sour gherkin, also known as the cucamelon. Trust me, once you hear about these little guys, you'll want to grow them in your own backyard. Okay, imagine this. You walk out to your garden and instead of picking the usual tomatoes or peppers, you spot clusters of grape-sized fruits, each with a perfect watermelon pattern. They look like watermelons made for fairies. But when you pop one in your mouth, the taste is totally unexpected. Tangy, refreshing, with a crisp crunch that's super satisfying. Think cucumber, but with a twist of lime. So, where do these mini marvels come from? Mexican sour gherkins are native to Central America, where they've been enjoyed for centuries. In Mexico, they're sometimes called sanditas, which literally means little watermelons. But don't let the name fool you. They're actually closer to cucumbers than watermelons. And botanically speaking, they're in the same family as squashes and zucchinis. Wild, right? What makes cucamelons really cool is how easy they are to grow. If you've ever had a tough time keeping a cucumber plant alive, you might get along with these guys. They love warm weather, lots of sun, and they aren't too picky about soil. Once they start growing, they produce tons of fruit all summer long. Plus, their delicate vines and tiny leaves make them perfect for small spaces. You can even grow them in a hanging basket or on a trellis. But how do you eat them? That's where things get really fun. You can toss them whole into salads for a burst of flavor, pickle them to make the ultimate snack, or just eat them straight off the vine. Some people even use them in cocktails instead of olives or cucumbers. Imagine a mocktail or a gin and tonic with a few of these floating on top. So Instagrammable. Here's another bonus. Cucamelons are little nutritional powerhouses. They're low in calories, high in fiber, and packed with antioxidants, so you can munch away, guilt-free. If you're a fan of gardening experiments or just want to impress your friends with something totally unique, the Mexican sour gherkin is a plant you've got to try. They're adorable, tasty, and surprisingly tough for such tiny fruits. And honestly, picking them is kind of addictive, like snacking straight from the vine. So next time you're browsing for seeds or thinking about adding a new plant to your garden, remember the cucamelon. It's got the looks, the taste, and the wow factor. Give it a shot and let me know how it goes. Happy growing, and even happier snacking.